The Lost Child. I have taught you half of the chapter in the last video. Now I will teach you the next part of this same chapter, The Lost Child. Till now we have learned that the child was lost in the fair. There was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were not there. Ahead of him, he turned to look on either side. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign of them. A full deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, crying in real fear. Mother, father. Tears rolled down from his eyes, hot and fierce. His flushed face was convulsed with fear, panic stricken. He ran to one side first, then to the other side, hither and thither, in all directions, knowing not where to go. Mother, father, he wailed. His yellow turban came untied and his clothes became muddy. Jerk means here a moment. Fierce means angry. The word comes convulsed. Convulsed means trembled with fear. And another word is there, panic stricken. Panic stricken means fear struck. So in this way the boy was moving here and there, but he was unable to find his parents. He ran quickly, having run to and fro in a rage of running for a while. He stood defeated, his cries suppressed into sobs. At little distances on the green grass, he could see through his filmy eyes men and women talking. He tried to look intensely among the patches of bright yellow clothes, but there was no sign of his father and mother among these people who seemed to laugh and talk just for the sake of laughing and talking. He ran quickly again, this time to a shrine to which people seemed to be crowding. Every little inch of space were every little inch of space here was congested with men. But he ran through people's legs, his little sob lingering mother, father, near the entrance to the temple, however. The crowd became very thick. Men jostle each other. Jostle means to post, dhakka dena. So men jostle each other, heavy men with flashing murderous eyes and hefty shoulders. The poor child struggled to thrust a way between their feet, but knocked to and fro by their brutal movements. Brutal movements means cruel movements. He might have been trampled underfoot had he not shrieked at the highest pitch of his voice. A ma- Father, mother, a man in the surging crowd heard his cry and stooping with great difficulty, stooping means bending with difficulty, lifted lifted him up in his arms. Steered means came out. How did you get here, child? Whose baby are you? the man asked as he steered clear of the mass. Steered means came out. Then the voice, the child wept more bitterly than ever now and only cried, I want my mother, I want my father. The man tried to soothe him by taking him to the roundabout. Will you have a ride on the horse? He gently asked as he approached the ring. The child's throat tore into a thousand shrill sobs and the only shouted, I wanted my mother, I wanted my father. The man headed towards the place where the snake charmers still played on the flute to the swaying cobras. Listen to that nice music, child, he pleaded. But the child shut his ears with his fingers and shouted his double pitched strength, I want my mother, I want my father. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright colors of the balloons would distress the child's attention and quieten him. Would you like a rainbow colored balloon? He persuasively asked. The child trained his eyes and the child turned his eyes from the flying balloons and just sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father. The man, still trying to make the child happy, bore him to the gate where the flower sellers sat. Look, Ken, you smell those nice flowers, child? Would you like to garland to put round your neck? But what happened? The child only shouted, I want my mother, I want my father. So here in the page number 4 and 5, it's given that a stranger who sees the lost child picks him and tries to pacify him. He offers the child sweets, balloons, flowers, and all the beautiful things that the child had earlier pleaded for. But now the child doesn't even look at them and firmly declines as he did not find them attractive any longer. The little boy was yearning to be with his dear parents. A child's psychology is very effective, portrayed through the simple incident by the author. The child turned his nose away from the basket and reiterated his sob, I want my mother, I want my father, thinking to humor his disconsolate child by a gift or sweets. The man took him to the counter of the sweet shop. What sweets would you like, child? He asked. The child turned his face from the sweets shop and only sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father. A child goes to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there, but his parents don't buy them for him. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? It might probably be because his parents have warned him against accepting things from strangers. Most importantly, it would be because he yearned to be in the safe company of his dear parents. So here the chapter is completed.